Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I'm Katie. This is my daughter, Mackenzie. Mackenzie was born on December 14th, 2017, and she was 7 pounds, 5 ounces. So, are you ready? In today's video, I'm going to be doing my 6-week update. I just had my 6-week checkup, and so yeah, you want to go ahead and get started and tell them all about it? Okay, don't worry, I'll tell them. Okay, you just stay there. You just hang out. So I do have a couple of notes just on my phone here, so that's what I'm going to go off of. I'm going to start with Kenzie. So Kenzie is doing amazing. She is eating about every 3 to 4 hours. Usually at night, she will go anywhere from 4 to 5.5 hours. The longest she has gone, I think she went 6 hours one time. She started smiling. I'm sure you guys, if you've watched my birth story, then you've already seen at the very end she smiled really big, and she smiled a little bit ago. But she started smiling a couple weeks ago, and she's just watching me right now. But I think she just really likes to listen to my voice, like especially in the morning. First thing in the morning, you know, I'm like, good morning, and she just smiles so big, and it's just the cutest thing. It makes mommy so happy. Yes, it does. But she loves to smile. She has the cutest little smile. She is starting to get just a little bit of baby acne. It's nothing too crazy or a lot, but she is getting some like on her cheeks. But that's, I've read, really normal at this time especially. She loves to be swaddled, but she also loves to stretch. It's so funny to watch her stretch in the morning after I unswaddle her, or even in the middle of the night, like after feedings when I change her diaper. She just stretches. She doesn't like to be swaddled for long periods of time though. Like I'll hear her in the bassinet just like, and she's like just moving around. And then sometimes in the mornings, like when she gets up, smiling. When she gets up, her arms, you know, when I swaddle her, they're down by her side. And somehow they'll be like up here. And I'm like, how do you even do that? Her eyes are still blue, but my eyes are green and Jake's are kind of like greenish hazel. So I'll be really curious to see what color they end up being. I'm sure that they'll end up being green, but I don't know. We'll see right now. They're still blue though. We haven't started doing a designated tummy time like on a pillow or anything like that. My pediatrician said that we can just have her like lay on her stomach on top of my chest and stuff, which is what I've been doing. And even from a couple weeks ago, like she was doing amazing with holding her head up for like a straight minute. Like she is so strong already, and I love that. So I'm sure once we do start tummy time, which I'm thinking I'll probably honestly start doing that this upcoming week, because she's gonna be 7 weeks, and so I just think that's a good time to start doing tummy time. So I think she's gonna do really, really well with it once we do start. So moving on to me and my update. So I did just have, like I said, my 6-week checkup. If you didn't watch my birth story, then you don't know this, but I did suffer from a 2nd-degree tear, and I am completely healed now. I am cleared for all normal activity. I can start working out again, which I'm super excited about. My bleeding stopped at, I think, around like I want to say it was 4 weeks. I've been very grateful to not experience any sort of baby blues or postpartum depression. I was extremely worried about it just because I do have a history of anxiety and depression from when I was younger. I do still suffer from anxiety, but I was just very afraid that because of my past, I was going to deal with that. I actually have been totally fine. I have been honestly the happiest I think I've ever been in my entire life, and now I'm going to start crying a little bit, but she is truly just like the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I feel so blessed, and I'm so happy that I have not had any sort of postpartum depression or anything like that. At about, I want to say it was 3 weeks, I developed mastitis in my left breast. Jake had the flu, and all of a sudden, one day, I just suddenly felt like I hit by a truck. It like literally just came on sudden, and in the middle of the day, I had a fever that just spiked up. I don't know how else to explain it besides the fact that I felt like I got hit by a truck. I originally thought, crap, I'm getting the flu from Jake. But then at about 8 o'clock that night, I was just laying in bed and I was thinking, I was like, my boob has hurt all day. And then it hit me and I Googled mastitis because I knew that, you know, that was a common thing that happens to a lot of women when they're breastfeeding. And I Googled it and like the main thing was flu-like symptoms and breast pain. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have mastitis. So I immediately called the on-call doctor at my hospital, and she immediately called me in a prescription for it. So thankfully, I think I caught it so early and got on medicine so early that it didn't fully develop into it, because really by like the next day I was feeling a lot better. I just took Tylenol and then the antibiotics and it got so much better. And then, you know, having her breastfeed on that side more really helped also. So thankfully that didn't turn into anything horrible, because I've had friends who have had it and I've seen pictures and it looks terrible. So I'm very grateful that it didn't get as bad as it normally does in people. So the other thing I've been dealing with is night sweats, and holy freaking moly, you guys, it is so bad. And I've read that this can be from breastfeeding, but it is terrible. I seriously will wake up in the middle of the night and I feel like drowning in my own sweat, and I know that is so gross. But I wake up and my sheets are just gross, and I feel like I need to change my sheets every single day. It's so annoying. Some nights it happens and some nights it doesn't, but when it does, it's really bad. And I don't really think there's anything you can do about that. I think it's just part of it. And I think it's also just my body still getting rid of a lot of the fluid and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's not fun. Last thing I'm going to discuss is weight. So, I don't even want to talk about this, honestly. But when I got pregnant, I was definitely not in shape. I was at the highest and heaviest that I've ever been in my whole life. So when at my very first prenatal appointment, I was 180. I have it written down. I don't know why I'm trying to think about it. I was 183 at my first appointment. And then my last appointment, which was at 37 weeks, it was the Friday before I went in to be induced, I was up to 207. So I gained a total of 24 pounds, which isn't bad at all, because I know a ton of people who gained like 40 to 60 pounds in their pregnancy. So I was very happy that I did, you know, gain as little as I did. But I am now down to 176. So I am already almost 10 pounds lighter than my pre-pregnancy weight, which is great. I definitely think breastfeeding is making a huge difference with that. I'm glad that I'm already, you know, shedding this weight off, and now that I'm cleared to work out, I'm definitely going to be getting back into doing that and get back in shape and everything. So yeah. I'm not 100% sure on Kenzie's weight. I weighed her, I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, but when I did, she was at 9 pounds 7 ounces. So she is getting up there. She's almost 10 pounds, or she probably is honestly by now. But yeah, so she's doing great. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. If you have any questions or video suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And we will see you in our next video. Bye guys.